Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about filters. There's all sorts of filters out there. There's NC filters, UV filters, circular polarizer filters, ND filters. There's a filter out there for anyone. But today, I'm mainly going to be talking about UV and NC filters. UV and haze filters are supposed to cut through the haze, while NC filters are just mainly to protect the front lens element. This is what I have here. Is a Nikon NC 67mm filter. After some test shots with this filter, I have noticed that this filter does compromise the quality of the lens. Like with this filter on, the images are softer. Without this filter on, the images are much more sharper. I think I have an example that I'll throw up on the screen. Now, I'm not saying all filters are a bad thing. Like you have the circular polarizers and the ND filters. Those are all great filters to have in your camera bag, especially if you're a landscape photographer. But if you just want one of these NC filters or UV filters, I don't recommend them because they do make your images softer. But if you don't care about that, I highly suggest you pick up a good brand like a Nikon NC filter. I think Hoya makes a clear filter too, and B+W also makes NC filters, I think. But if you're gonna go for like the cheap Tiftons, the Zicos or Zycos, I don't recommend those. I really don't. They're cheap glass. They're just cheap. But the Hoyas and the B+W ones are great filters to have. Plus the Nikon filters too. I don't think Canon makes filters. I haven't seen them, but I think they might. If you just want to protect the front lens element from scratches or dust or fingerprints, there's other ways to protect your front lens element besides using a filter. Number one thing to do is to always have your lens hood on. This will help to protect stuff getting inside the lens. So lens hood is a must, especially when you're walking around in brushy areas where trees or branches could brush up against the lens. The lens hood will help a lot. If you're not shooting, make sure you have your lens hood and your lens cap on. They'll help to protect your front lens element more than a filter would. So that's all I have for you today. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, somewhere's up here, and you can follow me on Twitter at Erwin. And I'm gonna pull a FPS Russia outro today. And as always, have a nice day. UV filters are supposed to cut through the phase.